Robert Beers is here.
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
City of Lansing versus Robert Beers, 24L287937 appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Joseph Harden, on behalf of Mr. Beers, who is standing here. All right.
This matter was scheduled for jury trial. This is for a failure to display operator's license. Proceeding.
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that Mr. Beers is going to be pleading guilty as charged today, but I would defer to counsel for confirmation.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Is that correct, sir? Right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury. You can put your hand down. Okay, you have the right in this matter to have a jury trial and the right to the presumption that you're innocent. You are innocent until proven guilty. You understand that? Okay, you want to waive your presumption of innocence and plead guilty? Okay, that means you're going to waive your right to trial, waive your right to question or cross-examine any witness that the city intended to call against you, and the right to call your own witnesses to testify on your behalf at trial, and the right to present evidence that you believe show a defense to this charge. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And anyone threatening you to get you to plead guilty? Who's threatening you? Anyone threatening you to get you to plead guilty? Any promises being extended to you to get you to plead guilty? And do you believe you're guilty? As to failure to display operator's license, how do you plead? Actual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Beers, is it true that on July 20th, 2024, at approximately 11 a.m., that you were driving around the corner of South Waverly and Cooley Drive?
Yes, sir.
And was that in the city of Lansing?
Yes, sir.
That was in the county of Ingham, and state of Michigan?
Yes, sir.
Is it true at this point that you were pulled over for allegedly speeding?
Yes, sir.
And at this point, the police officer asked you to present a valid license?
Yes, sir.
And at that point, you were unable to do so, correct?
Yes.
Any questions from the city?
Oh, I believe that's satisfied.
This license is still invalid, correct?
To my knowledge, yes.
Your fine is $300. When are you going to pay that?
I should be able to around here at the end of the month.
Say by the end of the month? I don't think you'll pay by the end of the month. You can make payment at the criminal traffic window, or you can make payment online using your case number, okay? Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
You're all set, thank you.
Thank you.
City of Lansing versus William Cole, 25-03306, appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Rob on behalf of Mr. William Cole, who is standing to my right.
Mr. Cole has a driving while license is suspended free trial today. Are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm going to defer to Mr. Straub as to the update here.
Your Honor, it appears that Mr. Cole has an unresolved matter in Monroe that he needs to get completed or resolved before he can pursue his license. That matter is scheduled for court on the 20th. If we could have an adjournment until after that.
May 11th at 9:30. Do you have any questions for the court today?
Say it again, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for the court today?
No, no.
Okay, we'll see you May 11th at 9:30. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. City of Lansing versus Daz Jana Parker, 25L2928-203.
Your Honor, Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Shaw on behalf of Dr. Janae Parker. I don't believe that she's here this morning, Your Honor. I did make contact with her last week, and she did make representations that she intended to be here this morning, so I'm not sure why she's not here.
Now let's do a big shred on forfeiture. City of Lansing versus Michaela Reese, 25-03208, 25L2975, 771, 772, and 773 appearances, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Joseph Ernie, behalf of Mr. Ruiz.
Reese has several trials. One is an expired plate, one's a speeding, there's no proof of insurance, and then there's a driving while license is suspended.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe we have a resolution in which Mr. Ruiz would plead to the DWLS and the expired plate. Or no, excuse me. The expired plate, yes, and then the insurance and speed 1 to 5 would be dismissed in exchange, but I will defer.
That is the defense's understanding as well, Your Honor.
That's what you want to do, plead guilty to the driving while license is suspended and accept responsibility to the expired plate. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, you have the right in the driving while license is suspended to proceed to a trial. You have the right to jury trial and the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. They have to prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Do you understand that? Yes. And you want to waive that right? Or those rights? Yes. You want to waive those rights? Okay. Are you sure? If you got-
Guilty.
Well, I'm asking if you want to waive your rights.
Yes.
Okay. So you also have the right to see, hear, or question any witness they were going to call or testify against you. The right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your own behalf if you were to proceed to trial, and the right to remain silent at any trial and not have it be used against you. Those are all rights that you waive if you want to plead guilty. You understand that? Okay. Anyone threatening you to get you to waive these rights? No. Any promises to get you to plead guilty? No. Okay. And do you believe you are guilty of driving while license is suspended? Yeah. As to the driving while license is suspended, how do you plead? Yes. Factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ruiz, is it true that on October 16th, 2025, that you were driving at or near the corner of St. Joseph and Bruce Street?
Yes.
Okay. And at this point, you were pulled over, correct?
Yes.
And at this point, the police officer asked you to present a valid driver's license.
Yes.
Is it true that at that time your driver's license was suspended so you could not do so?
Yes.
And yes, I would just for venue purposes, that St. Joe and Bruce is in the city of Lansing
Yes.
and county of Hingham, state of Michigan.
Yes.
Nothing.
The court satisfied with the factual basis. I find your plea to be freely voluntarily and intelligently made. Your fine on the driving while license is suspended is $300. You can get that last question. File that. I just realized. I should just go. No, Miss, I think it's Mr. Beers. Okay, and then the speeding 1 to 5 is dismissed for the agreement. That is to no proof of insurance. Assuming the plate was not reinstated.
that is my understanding. Your Honor.
Fine is 135 for that one. So you have a total of 35. I'm sorry, 435. And fines, when are you gonna pay?
June 30th is when I start making payments. So I deliver next month, so it gives me enough time.
You said you deliver next month and then your voice dropped.
I'm sorry. I deliver next month, so it gives me enough time to be able to make payments. I work within the Lansing School District, so I wouldn't be starting up again until next school year. So I start making payments June 30th.
How much you gotta pay?
$25 to start off, and then once I start working, I'll be able to pay it off.
I'll note that you'll make your first payment of $25, June 30th, right?
30th.
I'm sorry?
30th.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry, I heard 13.
June 30th, yep. Any additional matters?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, this is the City of Lansing versus Jacayla Walker, 25L29699921.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
This is Public Defender Jessica Strauss on behalf of Mr. Kayla Walker. Your Honor, I do not believe Jacayla is here. She did reach out asking if we could request an adjournment. She had a new employee orientation today, so I'm suspecting that's why she's not here.
May 11th at 10.
May 11th at 10.
Thank you.
You're welcome. City of Lansing versus Darrell Pointer, 25L29853992 and 91. Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Mr. Darrell Pointer. I have not seen Mr. Pointer this morning, Your Honor, but it is my understanding that his appointment is at 9:30. I wouldn't say conclude.
You have Alexander Ramos here. Or Alejandra Ramos. You have an attorney.
Sorry, Your Honor, I am not able to connect to the internet this morning, having significant technological issues. I'll check with you.
It is a private attorney. Okay. No, I think there might be something going on because it looks like it took her a while to connect. Can do this?
I don't think so.
Have you seen your appointment?
Yeah, he's.
Regardless.
Representing Thomas Reese.
Yes. We're ready to proceed in.
Yes.
Are you driving? Are you driving, sir?
Yeah, I got a over right now.
Excuse me?
Exit.
Excuse me?
Exit right now. Yes.
Okay, you can appear in person.
I'll be in.
He does have a valid license. He does have a valid license. So I know the other.
He's
You
not,
can appear in person.
not second driver.
I don't understand why
No.
people think that they should log into court. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Especially when you have a drove unlicensed truck. You have a driving infraction about your license. Turn the camera on.
Yeah.
You say you're ready with me?
Mr. Rathbun,
City of Lansing versus Daniel Rathburn, 25-3790 25L298515 and 53 appearances.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
thank you, Your Honors. Assistant Public Defender Joseph Hardy, attorney on behalf of Mr. Daniel.
Have a driving while license suspended and expired plate and then no insurance. We'll be able to resolve these.
Yes, I do believe so, Your Honor. I believe the defendant is going to plead to the DWLS and the expired plate, and the city is going to be dismissing the no insurance, but I will leave it to you.
That is correct, Your Honor.
That's accurate, sir.
What's that, ma'am?
Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. In this matter, the driving while license suspended is a misdemeanor, so you have the right to have a trial and the right to jury trial. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're presumed innocent until proven guilty. You can maintain your innocence and have your jury trial and require the prosecutor to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness the prosecutor calls to testify against you, the right to call your own witnesses to testify on your behalf, and the right to remain silent at trial and not have it be used against you. Are you willing to give up each of those rights today to plead guilty?
I'll plead guilty. I ain't trying to cost the city any more money.
Are you willing to give up those rights to plead guilty?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone promising you anything in order to get you to do that?
No.
Any threats
No.
to induce you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, and do you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
As to the driving while license is suspended, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Rathbun, is it true that this on December 20th, 2025, approximately 5:19 p.m., that you were driving at or near South Washington Avenue and Edward Boulevard?
Yes.
And is that within the city of Lansing,
Yes.
within the county of Ingham, within the state of Michigan?
Yes.
Is it true that on this date at this time that you were pulled over for not having registration or insurance?
Yes.
And at this time, the police officer, at this time, you were, the officer asked for a valid license,
Yes.
and you were unable to provide one because it was suspended or revoked.
I do not have a driver's license.
That's because it was suspended or revoked.
Yes.
Nothing.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with factual basis on such a plea. And your plea is duly, voluntarily, and intelligently made. The no insurance is dismissed for the agreement, and you're accepting responsibility to the expired plate. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your fine for the expired plate is $135. Your fine for the driving while license suspended is $300. When are you paying these?
I can start paying next month, paying payments,
How much?
125 a month.
And you're gonna make your first payment when?
In May,
When in May?
be on the 3rd of May.
I'll look at you'll make 125 payment, May 3rd, you'll pay 125 each month until paid in full?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set.
Go on, Ramos.
Mr. Espanola, are you ready to proceed?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
This is the city of Lansing versus Alejandra Ramos, 25-03789. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Hi, good morning, Judge, to you and your staff. My name is Paul Spaniello. My P number is 72366. I'm here on behalf and joined by Ms. Ramos via Zoom.
Good
Thank
morning.
you. Good morning. And today was the date scheduled for pretrial assist for driving while license is suspended. Have you all resolved this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. The city is in confirmation of compliance and a valid license. We are going to dismiss. I think this initially was an out-of-state license and it was kind of wonky how we got here to begin with, but we do confirm, so we'll dismiss today.
The case is dismissed. You're all set, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to you and your staff. Have a good day.
Same to you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Lazaro Vargas is here. Is that we need an interpreter? Is that correct?
It's my understanding. Your Honor.
Okay, I see a pointer is sent via Zoom. He spoke to his attorney. His attorney didn't tell him to take his hat off the court.
Oh, yeah, I should have. I'm sorry about that, Carl.
So I'll call him whenever he's ready. He's ready. City of Lansing versus Darrell Pointer, 25L29853992 and 91. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Stroud on behalf of Mr. Pointer, who is here remotely.
Mr. Pointer has a failure to display a valid license and then a speeding 1 to 5. Was this resolved?
Don't believe so, Your Honor, but I would defer to Ms. Straub as to this matter.
No, Your Honor, this matter is going, he wants to plead to it as is.
Is that correct, Mr. Pointer?
Yeah, I just want to get it over with.
You can raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And the failure to display an operator's license, you have the right to proceed to trial and the right to a jury trial. You're presumed innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness called to testify against you, the right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you, and the right to subpoena witnesses that would testify on your behalf. Are you willing to waive each of those rights today to plead guilty to the charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being made in order to get you to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
As to failure to display an operator's license, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Factual basis.
Mr. Pointer, on December 19th of 2025, at approximately 4:48 p.m., were you located at South Martin Luther King and Gordon Avenue?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that location within city limits of Lansing
Yes, ma'am.
in the county of Ingham?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that location, were you, did you interact with the police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did they ask you for your driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you not able to show them the driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
Guess you have nothing further, just Mr. Pointer, at that location of South MLK and Gordon, you were operating a vehicle at the time when you had interaction with the officers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I believe that would satisfy.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. And you do not have a valid license. Is that accurate?
Right. Actually, no, I don't, but I'm in the process of getting them. I gotta go through the Secretary of State board to have a court date with the administration and Secretary of State.
Okay, you're fine. It's $205 for the no ops. And then the speeding, 1 to 5, he's accepting responsibility to that.
Yes, ma'am.
You're fine for that is 140. When are you gonna pay that?
I can make a first payment this week, Friday. I get paid Friday.
How much you paying?
I'm just gonna pay that speeding ticket off first, then I'm gonna pay the driving on ops ticket. I don't know, yeah, pay that.
Okay, you're gonna pay the speeding on Friday, and you'll pay the failure to display ops when?
I'm gonna pay that. I get paid bi-weekly, so it'd be like my following paycheck.
Okay, I'll note that in the file. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you, you're all set. I believe you represent Thomas Reese.
I do, Your Honor.
He was driving in my courtroom. He was removed. He must appear in person. He's back in my waiting room, but he's got to appear in person. His ability to appear via Zoom is terminated.
Is I'm free to log off or?
Yep, you're free to go. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
Sir, are you waiting for a court date?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Xavier.
Are you ready on Xavier Kennedy?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
City of Lansing versus Xavier Kennedy. This is 25-03-682. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Mr. Kennedy, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy has a driving while license is suspended. How are we proceeding?
We defer to Ms. Straub at this point, Your Honor.
Today, Your Honor, we are asking the court for an adjournment so that Mr. Kennedy can pay off 2 matters, one in Farmington, one in Detroit, which are the impediments to him restoring his license. We have 4 to 6 weeks. He thinks that would be adequate time to get those matters resolved.
May 18th at 8:30. May 18th at 8:30. Do you have any questions for the court? Okay, we'll get your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Nothing from the bench. Thank you.
Thank you. Burleson, they're gonna put Burleson in one, or are they downstairs?
Oh, he's supposed to be called.
We're gonna put it.
They're gonna put him on.
It's not even 10 o'clock.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
asking.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna approach and discuss a matter with you just for some clarification. Ms. Straub.
Yes,
Are we ready on him?
yes.
Okay, City of Lansing versus Toby Burleson, 25-03-844. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant,
Public Defender Justice Strauss on behalf of Mr. Toby Burleson, who is here via Zoom.
Mr. Burleson, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, today we're scheduled for a pretrial. This is for trespassing. And how are we proceeding on it?
Yes, Your Honor, the city has offered to reduce this matter down to a breach of the peace with the city code, and it is my understanding that Mr. Burleson is going to accept that, but I would defer to Ms. Strauss for confirmation.
That is correct.
What is he being? Hold on.
No, I'm sorry, my computer is not working this morning, so I can't look in DD Defender data, but I do believe that he has a felony matter.
Why are we reducing this to a civil infraction? So that I can have to chase him down for a fine and cost that he can't afford?
Well, Your Honor, I did make him the offer, right, to amend his bond so that he could collect credit since he was gonna be in custody anyway. He elected to take the civil infraction instead.
Well, it's gonna have to pay a fine.
Looks like he's being held.
He's referred to a forensic evaluation right now.
Yeah.
That could be the case.
I reset this. He has to have a determination before he can proceed on his case on this one. And I'm amending this bond. Please stop negotiating civil infractions for me to have to now be a bill collector for someone that you know is homeless. It's not meaningful for anybody involved.
I'm just gonna set it for the time of this review. It's July 17th at 9.
July 17th at 9.
I have court July 17th.
Yeah, that's why we set it for that date. Because you already had court for that. So we reset
ma'am.
that to the same date, okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're all set. I'm also amending your bond to, it was originally 250 personal recognizance. I'm gonna do 250, 10% so that he accrues time. You're all set, sir.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Same to you.
Yeah, I'm ready. Stand.
Are you ready?
Yeah, Your Honor. No, I was just gonna have to go to this.
Okay, City of Lansing versus Lazaro Vargas, 25L298461. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Joseph Hardy.
Entonces vamos a empezar su caso. Este es el abogado de la ciudad y este es el abogado de usted que ahorita estamos hablando juntos.
Today was the date scheduled for pre-trial.
Entonces ya vamos a empezar.
This is a failure to display an operator's license.
Estamos empezando que usted no tuvo su licencia. Es la carga contra usted.
Counsel, do you resolve it?
I believe so. I'll defer to Mr. Hardy.
Yes, Mr. Vargas will be pleading as charged, Your Honor.
Entonces igual estamos diciendo que su abogado está pidiendo que usted es culpable de parte de usted.
Sí,
Que va a pagar la multa.
sí.
Okay, raise your right hand, sir.
Hace su mano derecha.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Usted jura decir la verdad bajo penal de perjurio.
Sí,
Okay. You have the right to proceed to jury trial.
Entonces usted tiene derecho a ver testigo conjurado si usted quisiera.
You have the right to maintain your innocence until proven guilty.
También tiene derecho a decir que usted es inocente hasta que el corte diga que usted es culpable.
You have the right to question or cross-examine any witness called by the city.
También tiene derecho de hablar con cualquier testigo que usted quiera de parte de usted para este caso.
You have the right to subpoena your own witnesses to testify for you.
Usted puede mandar testigos que vengan aquí a corte de parte de usted.
And the right to remain silent and not have it be used against you.
También tiene derecho a no decir nada y su silencio no se puede usar contra usted en corte.
Are you willing to waive each of those rights, sir?
Pero usted no quiere tener esos derechos aquí hoy, ¿verdad?
sí.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
¿Alguien te está diciendo que usted se tiene que pedir culpable?
No,
Okay.
Any promises being made to you to get you to plead guilty?
¿Alguien te ha prometido algo para usted declararse culpable?
no.
You can put your hand down, sir.
Puede bajar su mano.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Usted se está declarando culpable porque usted piensa que usted es culpable.
Sí, sí.
Why does he require his son to tell him how to answer?
He is hard of hearing, so he's really just repeating it just so he can hear it a bit better.
He's not repeating it, he's telling him what to say. I saw him.
Entonces, ¿por qué su hijo está diciendo qué contestar por usted?
Would you like me to say that to him in his ear in Spanish? It's just the only thing. He's just very hard of hearing. He can't really hear it. Would you like me to translate that to him, Judge, in his ear?
I was trying to understand why you were telling him in the ear what his responses were supposed to be.
Oh, because my apologies, because we already talked to that lawyer, and then it was just to save time and everything, and he was just. That's the only reason why, Judge. My apologies for that.
Okay, so you're saying it's a hearing impairment?
Yeah, a really bad one. I have to yell in his ear. That's why. My apologies.
Entonces, nomás estamos explicando que su hijo te está ayudando porque usted tiene problema escuchando. Nomás está clarificando que él no te esté diciendo algo que no es cierto.
Porque si quieren, bueno, me escucharon hablándote y como diciendo qué decir, ellos quieren saber que yo no te estoy diciendo qué decir, simplemente tienes el problema de escuchar y por eso está ahorita el interpretador tratando de explicarle eso al juez. Si quieres lo puedes explicar ahorita al interpretador que no te dificulta mucho escuchar.
Sí.
Dile.
Es que no oigo bien, me cuesta trabajo escuchar Ya no oigo bien de mi oído.
And his son reiterates what I'm saying into his ear so he can try to get a better understanding of the answer.
Thank you. Any other?
La rodilla o la.
Espera.
Sí, está bien.
Okay. As to the failure to display ops, how do you plead?
Entonces, en el cargo contra usted que no teniendo una licencia válida, ¿usted cómo piensa? ¿Culpable?
Usted, ¿cómo quieres hacerle? ¿Culpable o de la otra?
Pues culpable, pues.
Guilty.
Culpable.
Factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Vargas, is it true that on December 18th, 2025, at approximately 10:58 a.m., that you were driving at or near the corner of Cedar Street and Samantha Street?
Entonces, señor Vargas, el 18 de diciembre del año 2025, como por ahí de las 11 de la mañana, ¿usted estaba manejando en el Cedar y Samantha?
Sí,
Yes.
And was this within the city of Lansing?
Y esto era aquí en la ciudad de Lansing, ¿correcto?
sí,
And was this within the county of Ingham, within the state of Michigan?
Y era aquí en el estado de Michigan, en Ingham.
sí,
And is it true that on this date that you made police contact?
Y en ese día usted habló con la policía, ¿verdad?
sí,
And is it true that the police officer asked you to present a valid license?
Y es cierto que la policía te pidió que le enseñaras una licencia válida, ¿correcto?
sí,
And is it true that you were unable to present a valid license to the officer?
Y también es cierto que usted no le pudo enseñar una licencia válida, ¿correcto?
sí.
Correct.
This includes factual basis.
Nothing from the city.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis.
¿No está satisfecho el corte con lo que me hemos presentado? ¿Con lo que me has dicho?
I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made.
Entonces, ¿está listo? El juez acepta su carga como culpable contra usted.
So he does not have a valid license.
Entonces, no tiene una licencia válida ahorita, ¿verdad?
No tienes una licencia válida ahorita, ¿verdad?
No. No,
No,
pues,
no, right.
The fine is $205.
Entonces, la multa va a ser $205.
When is he going to pay?
¿Cuándo va a pagar?
La multa va a ser $205 y te están preguntando cuándo puedes pagar y tú, como lo explicamos al abogado, que puedes empezar a pagarla en mayo.
sí, que voy a empezar a pagar $100.
Pero en mayo primero,
Sí,
explícate para que él sepa.
voy a empezar a pagar $100 en el 1 de mayo. Y luego
You have the first $100 the 1st of May.
por favor.
And what about the balance?
¿Y los más dice que lo va a seguir pagando?
Dice que puedes decirle que para el otro mes, en el primero también.
Bueno, entonces en el mayo primero y el siguiente mes acabo de terminar. Pago el
So,
último-
1st of May, he'll make his first payment. The next month, the first of the next month after May, he'll make the additional remainder of the payment.
They don't know how will be paid in full by June 3rd.
Ok, entonces para el 3 de junio ya debería de estar todo pagado.
Sí,
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city. No.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, thank you.
Ok, entonces estamos listos, ya está cerrado el caso, nomás asegúrese que pague su multa.
Dice que ya estamos listos, el caso está cerrado, nomás tienes que pagar la multa como acabas de decirle.
sí, yo voy a pagar la multa. Voy a mandar el
Ok,
dinero de la multa.
Thank
Ok,
you.
gracias.
Thank you
Pasa
so
buen
much,
día.
Judge. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's see. Who's translated? We haven't seen Robert Alvarado.
I have not, Your Honor. I attempted to make contact via phone last week. Phone number was disconnected.
Do you have anyone else ready to go?
Mr. Ray is here, Your Honor.
Ready to proceed on Mr. Ray?
Yes.
City of Lansing versus James Louis Ray, 25-03-599, appearance please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
This is the public defender Justice Strauss on behalf of Mr. James Ray, who is standing to my right.
Mr. Ray has count one, operating with a high blood alcohol content. And there's an open intox. And it says operating under the influence of THC. How are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. I think at this time, we request, the negotiations are ongoing. There should be some more mitigating documents that are coming our way that we've been discussing thoroughly today. I think in my brief review of what the city is in possession of and in the additional stuff, there would be a good offer. I think this would be a resolute case that could get a resolution on, but I think if you could just give us another hearing, we would be able to resolve that. We're only at our second on this one.
There'll be an offer by the second.
The next hearing, it can be, assuming that whatever documents are sent over.
I guess I need to ask. You, Ms. Straub, because if I don't know if he's getting a substance abuse assessment.
He already has.
He's already done that. Okay, so then let your attorney talk for you, okay? I will reset it to the next available date then.
Thank you.
May 11th at 10.
May 11th at 10. Get your notice to appear. Do you have any questions for the court today? Additional matters for the record, Doctor?
I think from the city, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Malik Photo is already in warrant status
He's got a warrant.
or another file. Photo?
You got a warrant, second photo.
Photos show up?
Not your honor. No.
That's a bench warrant. Did we see Usman?
No, Your Honor, we did not.
What they do with these individuals, these things were already defaulted and then now they're trying to send them for, I have to go back to the first office about that. They're not trying to. Okay, let's see. Ratavion Rinkins here. These, it's the city of Lansing versus Ratavion Rinkins, it's 26-0008, 26-0009, 25L29874343. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Your name, sir?
Saving Rinkins.
Okay, and you do not have an attorney, that's correct? So you wish to represent yourself? Okay, there's a driving while license is suspended and no insurance and then an expired plate. Was there an offer extended to this?
Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Rinkin prior to this. He did show me that he has valid proof of insurance plate. City is going to move to dismiss those two matters specifically related to the driving while license suspended. It's held up by some fines out of 54B. We could request another date on that. He's going to try to get some of those paid off to avail himself to an offer after. Get valid or get those paid off and show up these things.
How much time you think it's gonna take you to get that done? You said 30 days? May 18th at 10:30. Do you have any questions for the court today? We'll get your notice to appear for that date. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the city.
Okay. The other two are dismissed, so really resetting the driving license. This is City of Lansing versus Mark Fletcher, 25L29775561. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Please, the court date would be Carter Jr. F. Fletcher, who is present, standing at count statement.
Okay, this was a speeding violation proceeding.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the prosecuting attorney has offered my client a reduction in that charge. My client would be admitting to the violation of 11 to 15.
Fine is $160. Are you paying that today?
Yes.
Okay, we get into the criminal traffic window.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. City of Lansing versus Don Garrett, 25L291421.
Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
This is Development Defender Joseph Hardy on behalf of Mr. Garrett, who's making his way to the defense center.
Mr. Garrett has a failure to display an operator's license. Let's see, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. We've been presented with a valid license that I can confirm through Secretary of State reports, and the city would be reducing this to an impeding traffic.
That is defense understanding as well.
Responsibility?
Yes, Your Honor.
He was minus 135, is he paying that today?
I believe he said he'd be able to pay half today. Start. He's gonna pay $70 today.
Okay, when is he gonna pay the balance? And we just do criminal traffic window. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lansing versus Marie Penny, 25-007891, 25-000791. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Wood on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Edward Gannett on behalf of Penny Brady's estate.
And Julie Elizabeth Brady Gannett.
How are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. I have spoken with the parties that are here today. A few things that I would feel remiss not to bring to the court. This is going through probate at this time, and I do not believe, at least the representation that was made to me, there is not a personal representative appointed at this time. It's still in probate. I do believe that who is standing at council table are residents of the property and descendants of the deceased. I do have Mr. Smith here who had wrote my, if I don't know if this court is comfortable with having them. I just want to make that clear prior to it, that if the state doesn't have a personal representative, nor is there an attorney on behalf of them. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that they're in a position to proceed on behalf of an estate, so.
At this time, I don't know.
No one's appeared properly.
That would be kind of my thought, but I'm not trying to kick them while they're down, if that's, you know.
Yeah.
Where are you guys at in the probate process?
We have everything down with the.
My sister is what's holding it
Yeah.
up because she doesn't want to sign.
She doesn't want to what?
She don't
Sign
want
the
to sign the
paperwork.
waiver to relinquish everything.
So that we can finish the probate process.
Okay, so I mean, so it's tied up, the property is tied up in the probate court. And unfortunately, you are not lawful owners, nor do you represent the estate. So that's up to the city how they want to proceed, but you can't represent, you could have hired an attorney to represent the estate, but you can't represent the estate. And the probate court has to properly appoint a personal representative. If that were to be the case, then you could represent the state, but that's not happened either.
Your Honor, I was under the impression that this was an informal hearing, which means there was not supposed to be any attorneys present.
So this is a code compliance though.
Yeah, it said it was informal.
No, it doesn't matter. In code compliance, you can't represent, just like the city can bring a code compliance against a business. An attorney has to represent a business. A personal representative or an attorney hired to represent the estate could appear on behalf of the violations, but descendants of the estate don't just get to show up and represent the interest of the estate. That's not how it works. I don't know if you all are gonna figure out. I know you say you don't want to kick the weather down. I'm sure they're dealing with a lot. If you're giving them additional time to try to work through whatever the
That's
issue
what I think at
is.
this point, if I could get a day set out, maybe, I don't know if you got something in about. It would either be 3 weeks with us or 5 weeks. I don't know what the court schedule with that, but maybe the next.
Sounds like stuff's getting set on May 18th. is my
You
understanding.
know, I think that's okay at this point, and if, unless there's some, and I would give my office some time to talk to them as well as code, see if there's something that they can make some progress on. Or a personal representative.
Not gonna reschedule, I can get a turn for it.
Then I would request that, Your Honor. They've made representations that they will be getting an attorney in this.
I just would like to know what all still has to be done, because
Yeah.
taking down the thing I'm thinking, I cannot get a call back from him or his.
I think,
thing.
Mr. Smith, are you able to talk to them after this?
18th at 10:30.
Okay.
May 18th at 10:30. We'll get you a notice to appear. Any additional matters?
Nothing from the city at this time.
Thank you. Then, did we see, was it Malika Stevenson? Okay, this is the state of Michigan, I'm sorry, City of Lansing versus Malika Stevenson, 25L 2946331.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Boone on behalf of the city of Lansing.
You're Malika Stevenson? Today was the date that was scheduled for a formal hearing. This was a pedestrian violation. You have your witness here?
If I could say, we should read the city moves.
Oh, the city moves. Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
It has been.
You're all set.
Oh, okay.
Dismissed. We've taken care of it. It is,
Is it any way to get documentation? of that?
you would have to ask to forward it for any of the, usually not, but there,
You don't, yeah, this is on the citation. We just write dismiss on there.
yeah, so it's canceled.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. Mr. Has appeared. You requested him to appear first.
Yeah, I did. This is City of Lansing versus Thomas Ruiz, 20-03110. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Patrick Boone on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Rob on behalf of Mr. Ruiz, who is standing commemorate.
Mr. Ruiz was scheduled to be here this morning at 9:30. This is for a pretrial or recent pretrial for a licensing issue. Mr. Ruiz appeared virtually in my courtroom while operating a motor vehicle.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I had to pick up my cousin who was stranded about 70 miles away. I should have just jumped in the driver's seat from the passenger. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you can't, you can't operate a motor
Well,
vehicle
see,
and, yeah, why are you talking over me?
Sorry.
You can't operate a motor vehicle and a phone and conduct court at the same time. That's illegal.
Sorry.
It's distracted driving. So I had to suspend your privilege to appear via Zoom, to make you appear in person, all for something I think that is resolved now, isn't it?
It will be, yes, Your Honor.
How are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. As a result, that Mr. Ruiz has obtained a valid license, and the city is going to move to amend to impeding traffic, and it's my understanding that he's going to accept that, but I will.
Fine, is he accepting this?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's 135. Is he paying that today?
Sorry.
Is it 135 is the fine? Is he paying that today?
Give me a couple days right now. I only have a little bit. I can pay some, but not much.
I don't think you'll pay in full within 30 days unless you come and request an extension from them, okay?
More than enough time.
Yes, I'm sorry?
That's more than enough time.
Okay, you're all set, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then Usman, I have to go see what they did.
So my file says that we have the person whose birthday is 1991.
I believe that that is the case. The problem is that I noted on the file that it was dismissed back in August. And then there were, it looks like some,
I'll find out.
so I don't see where we issued a bank warrant. Let me see here. Unless we did.
I didn't write the date. We'll send it to you.
No.
Yeah, May 18th, that ain't. Yes, we'll send you like this and how we normally do. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Have a good one.
And I think the city's recollection is that this case was also dismissed.
Yes.
But it looks like, yeah, it looks like there was there's some major confusion going on in this file, obviously due to the name situation. There was an interim bond, it looked like, that was posted back in June. However, he failed to appear in August. I don't see where there was a new bond entered after that. Or bench warrant. I see where I noted case was dismissed. The ticket had the incorrect license number, date of birth, height, and weight. And then I see that someone has since crossed the dismissed part out, but the other portion is still there. There's also it's Marquita, sent to the county supervisor for review, the interim warrant canceled in error. I sent them the warrant petition. I put city was dismissed too. And then that bond said, and then he was scheduled for payment. I don't know. If the city was dismissed, they don't have the authority to reinstate it. The clerk's office can't do that.
Well,
I
that's
don't
looks like Marquita